Sterling, did you listen to the last episode when I read the Lusty Argonian maid?
Yeah. Yo, low key, I was thinking about that. I was like, I bet you can make an OnlyFans where you just read fan fiction.
Or you could just dress up as the Lusty Argonian maid.
Some people got the voice for it too.
Yeah, Glenn. He has an Argonian voice.
Definitely don't.
Glenn does sound like an Argonian now that I think about it. They got a little bit of bass to it.
Glenn would be an Argonian. Sorry, what would y'all's species be if you got transported into Tamriel?
I would be a red guard.
Yeah, I was gonna be a red guard anyway. It goes either red guard or high elf.
I'd be a Khajiit. I'm trying to have I'm trying to have a base attack. I can't read that.
Smoke a bowl, Karen.
Oh,
there's a bowl inside of there.
It's a mug, yeah. Look.
And y'all just got demonetized.
We're in completely legal states. I promise.
It's two different.
Zooted and booted.
Listen, it's not an episode of the MisFits table unless somebody's impaired.
Some type of under the influence. Does my game sound good, Sterling?
Your game?
You are Venom.
I'm doing that, bro.
All right.
Bro, people listen with headphones, bro.
Wait, did y'all not see me blow that O? Roll back again.
Do it again. Tune into these. You see Glenn blow an O.
All right, hold on.
Blow a triangle.
Yo.
Wait, what type of confirm shit?
Glenn, how long did it take you to learn how to do that?
Too long, bro.
Glenn knows
I
how to
still
work
can't
his,
blow a fucking O. That shit is...
Glenn knows how to work his mouth, bro.
What?
We were recording too.
Whoa,
Bro, you see his hair flop?
Should I smoke out of this?
Yo, clip that. Clip that.
You are now tuned in to the MisFits table.
Welcome to the MisFits.
I'm possessed by a demon.
You're not getting started. It's hard.
I am one of three amazing, black, beautiful co-hosts. Sorry, India Stevens. Big dick bad bitch. Future crypto millionaire. Now he got a home. Fuck. And I'm here with two amazing, beautiful, and black co-hosts.
It's me, your boy, Nature Boy himself. I'm watering my plants currently.
What?
Wait, wasn't that? I love my plants too, Glenn, but wasn't that important to do it in the middle of the podcast?
Yes, it was, bro, because I forgot. I got a certain tree growing behind me. You got to make sure. It definitely ain't been more like 2-3 days.
I know your room humid as hell.
It is. That is fucking right. Bro. But no, it's the boy. I'm a grower, not a shower. Always whip it out, put it on the table. Never forget that guy. And I'm here with my final co-host, Asser. Asser, take the stage.
Bro, what?
Definitely went first.
It's definitely KC. KC had reversed me, bro. Like it turned me around. What's your shit?
It's your boy KC.
Wait, did you just call me Asser?
What?
Let's go.
Well, I'm the boy wonder, aka
Venom.
I'm sorry, but
AKA.
My headphones.
Casey, I just want to say you look like a fucking either a vampire hunter, an archaeologist, or a fucking nerd.
He's trying to be Jet from Cowboy Bebop, bro.
I'm all for it. It's Casey the hat guy. Come to me if you need a hat. Dun.
You give it out here with the head on. Yeah.
It's making like the fucking cartoon sound effects and shit.
We need a slide whistle, bro.
No, for real. And we're also back with another guest. He's been on here before. You know him. You love him. Simon Simmons. Introduce yourself.
Aberdolf Linkler.
Yeah. What's up? My name's Sterling. Also known Aberdolf Linker. You know, I'm black. Brother black. Blood even. If you get that reference, you're really from CC.
Fuck, bro.
Glenn, I don't know. Glenn, you should get that. You from CC, bro?
Oh my god, bro! I thought you said you from Crip country, nigga. Like, oh shit, you really? What's that video with the nigga? He was saying like, he was just yelling, bro.
That's like the internet.
He's like,
You could describe it.
he talk weird. He talk weird, nigga. Fuck, he talk weird.
You talking about Crip Matt?
Yeah, he was yelling, bro.
Yeah, he
like
got the five
like,
on his face. Hoover
he's
killer.
like, you're a custard. That's a buster with the C.
Whenever somebody says the video of the nigga yelling, I think of that guy on the train. He was like, "Help!
Police!
Help!"
No, whenever someone says someone screaming, I think of, if you're breaking my house, your mammy can't save you.
What the fuck, bro? Nah, I think about Travis Scott with the fucking with the mic. He's going,
yo, what if he did that at the when people got ran over?
He's like, you're wow, yo. We never talked about. Remember when they say he like a fucking bacteria? That was a time to be alive.
He doesn't wear a bacteria, bro.
He do like bacteria, bro.
Yo, when
you
they
see
were,
him in a Batman costume?
He did. Yo, remember that time I was just dying, bro?
Because Kanye West started floating.
Wait, bro, I was dying laughing for 3 hours off the mushrooms, looking at Kanye West go up into space, bro. That was the funniest shit I ever seen, bro.
Then he was hanging out in the rafters, like the Phantom of the Opera. Or the Falcons were playing next week, and he was still up there, and the police were trying to get him down with snacks. They're like, "Come on, Kanye."
You know, how you gotta shoot a balloon to get it down.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, but this is about to be a real sexy episode, everyone. So
everything doesn't have to be sexy, bro. It don't gotta be sexy, bro.
What's the problem with sexy,
bro?
Nothing is sexy in that head, bro. You pull your dick out, you mean business, bro. Like it's all business in that head.
Hey, baby, do you want to come over?
Sterling, how was your week?
Oh no, don't. It was. How was my week? It was I saw Des. I saw Des and Maya.
Another constant guest of the MisFits Table Podcast.
Yeah, I saw Des and Maya. We hung out. I went to work. I get to work at 4 a.m. I'd be tired, bro.
Slave.
Walmart be busting my ass, bro. I'd be busting my ass in that Walmart.
But I know you got that Walmart bag, bro. That's all that matters.
Do. It's not that bad. I'm saying if you need a quick gig, Walmart. They hired me in a week.
Damn.
Oh shit.
You were desperate.
They called on a Sunday.
They needed you.
Somebody just quit. They said, "Nah, we need to replace it now."
Bro, they acting like I've been there for years. They're like, you know how to do this? Do it. 10 minutes later, why haven't you done this? I was like, I've never done this in my life. This is my 3rd week here. I have no idea what's happening. They're like, you put it all in the wrong place. You said put it there. I thought you would sort it out. I don't know what these numbers mean.
Sterling about to fuck up Walmart's entire.
If you don't get your packages,
or
if your orders are wrong, it's me. When you go in and all the pasta jars are broken, it's me.
But don't break my pasta.
Why are you breaking? How are you breaking pasta?
By dropping the box.
Oh,
like
yeah,
what? Like what?
That's my way to do it.
How else would you break it?
Rip it apart.
Put that shit in your ass.
They said, "Do not risk your life at this job," so I don't be risking it.
Wait, why are they telling you that in the beginning, bro?
Because I think someone tried to be a hero when someone was robbing a store and they got beat up.
It's never worth your life. It's true.
They said he looked like the manager came out. He said, "This job is not worth your life."
You know what I think about when I think about Walmart? I think about that old white lady that came up and started filming the black dudes. It's like, you need to be buying something when you're in here. And she got fired. She's talking to the man. She's like, you need to get them out of here. She was like, no, Susie, I think you need to go.
And pulled out a reverse Uno.
Wait, bro. Yeah, drop that video in the chat.
I'm gonna drop that. That's hilarious.
Remember that movie with Seth Rogen when the first scene is the nigga flashing? He's flashing people.
he's like, look at my dick, bitch. He's like, look at it.
I think about that every time I think about Walmart for some reason.
Everyone at Walmart thinks I'm Dominican.
Why the fuck they think he's a man?
Everyone.
You're definitely German.
I'm definitely
German is
Adolf
Yeah.
German.
Which we're going to talk about later on.
Tune in. Stay
Tune in
tuned.
later.
I'm telling you, this is gonna be such a sexy episode.
No,
Stop calling it that.
Casey, how was
Bro,
your
why?
Casey,
I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know how I need to feel about that, bro. I'm confused.
But I'm just trying to explain to the people listening that the episode is going to be very sensual and good.
Oh wait, Glenn. Oh my God. Well, midway through, we have to go back off topic when we go through talking about it. We got to go like 4,000 years back, in time.
You know what?
Just for
We
you,
gotta
because you're a farmer, bro. Because you're a farmer. You becoming a farmer made me.
That's actually crazy. Yeah, I forgot to say that I applied for grad school.
You definitely told us.
That's something for my week. So.
Oh, you haven't told the podcast though.
Oh yeah.
Podcast. I mean, I'm gonna be busting it open on the phone. fucking pumpkins every day.
We're not gonna be in that picture.
I'm gonna be Jimmy Carter. I'm gonna turn to Jimmy Carter. If you know,
The peanut president.
I know Sterling got that joke.
I did get it.
Only for Sterling.
I did understand that.
This
He a
episode's
peanut
gonna be
farmer.
A bunch of history jokes I'm not gonna understand. But I'm gonna pretend
Bro,
like
history means be so funny because they be so convoluted, but they make sense.
Only to us.
Just like my you know what my favorite history joke is, or history. What is it? History thing.
Let's hear it.
If Archduke Ferdinand didn't get assassinated, there would be no him.
Can you tell that story, Sterling?
Huh?
Yeah, but tell that you gotta go back.
Yeah.
You gotta explain.
If you go back, so one of the causes for World War I was the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand, thus put the world into chaos, causing World War I. And because of World War I, Germany lost. And because Germany lost, they had to pay back all those reparations that disrupted their economy so poorly. Like a loaf of bread was worth like thousands of dollars. So then, rise of Hitler came, all that. World War II happened. Japan, defeated by the US and everything. And then the US takes away their autonomy to like military and stuff like that. Thus them having to create, and also like, and sometimes I think it was the British or something like that. Like one of the colonial powers did not allow for pornographic stuff. So as a way to circumvent that, they used tentacles, and then it just kind of caught on. And so
this nigga literally just explained why tentacle porn exists.
it kind of just caught on. That was like the Spark Nose version I read when I was like way younger, but I thought that was so funny.
It's PP. This is PP history episode. That's the first part.
I thought it was so funny.
Is Sterling a PP?
Not yet.
He's something. He's a war criminal. That's what fucking.
Yeah, Sterling.
They're gonna
all
catch
I
me
know
for my
Sterling
crimes
is
eventually. Eventually, they're gonna catch me for my crimes.
You definitely got to pay up. But anyway, what y'all niggas been listening to this week?
I'll tell you right now what I've been listening to. I listened to Careless Whispers by Wham.
Not Wham. Isn't that George Michael? Isn't that George Michael?
Yeah.
Wait. So you're preferring?
Oh wait, I think I know. Wait, play some of it. Play some of
We
it.
could have been so good together.
Yeah, that guy, Glenn.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Because I was gonna say you gotta do a
You gotta.
an impersonation, but I guess you got it already. You already. I'm good. I'm glad with what I heard. Let me see hear anything else.
Oh, man, that was beautiful, man. I guess I'll say mine then. I'm gonna just still limelight a bit. Y'all know the song You Are Mine.
Yeah.
Did y'all know that was a Charlie Wilson song?
It sounds like Charlie Wilson.
Like Charlie Wilson and his brothers.
What's the song?
The
What's the
Gap
original song called?
You Are My High.
Say that.
And then he also made You Drop the Bomb on Me, which I ain't know.
You dropped the bomb on me,
Baby.
baby.
All right, and
That
then
song makes you want to get jiggy. No, that
Get jiggy with it.
makes you want to get frisky.
some 60 sex. That's the best sex. 60 sex, bro. Nobody cared. We were just think about it. We were fresh out of the civil rights movement.
What do you mean fresh out? We were in the midst
we
of it, bro.
started, bro. Late 60s, early 70s sex was the best sex.
Man, I know they didn't shower back then.
No, they didn't shave. No, they didn't shave.
They didn't shave.
Ooh-wee. That was my Charlie Wilson impression. Sweeter.
Uncle Charlie. You look like an Uncle Charlie. I would hate when he come in.
I'm gonna change my name to Uncle when I'm 40. Just call me Uncle Glenn.
But I'm gonna have no children. No.
Keep me away from kids. What? All right. What
What was your music choice?
Fucking Range Brothers.
Wait, what?
Range Brothers by Baby King.
Damn you, motherfucker.
Only because I really love. I don't know. I like the discourse that Kendrick and Baby Keem have. It's like a mentor, mentee, older brother, younger brother type of conversation they have.
They're cousins, right?
Yeah, they're like the cousins. And I like the part where Baby Keem's like, nigga, the shoes I feel are huge. And I just like, whenever he says that, like, I'm
like huge. Top of the morning. Top of the morning. Top of the morning.
Casey, did you miss your opportunity to use the hat, bro?
Yeah, that was your one chance, and you're not on the camera.
This nigga whacking it. He's gone.
He wasn't take a shower. He
definitely wants to take a shower.
This episode was too sexy for him. He couldn't
had to cool off.
He had a cool his.
This episode is very sexy.
Whoa!
Oh my god!
Whoa! We'll come back to that, man.
What would you do if I came back with my shirt off, pulled down?
I can see you with a gimp suit on with the ball in your mouth, bro. Nah, this nigga had to go. He just clenched one off in the toilet, bro. You know how you just the no wipe.
The no wipe.
What's it called? What's it called?
Ghost
the champion shit.
Oh no, when you ace it?
Yeah, you got
ace.
Yeah.
I call it champion.
What if all your shits are like that? Does that make you an elite human?
I swear to God, I had a week where I had aces every single day, bro. I was like, is there something wrong?
Did you try to use toilet paper?
Wait. You know what I did?
I tried because I'm a white, but then
you gotta put the toilet paper up your. Never mind.
Oh yeah, but
he just put his finger up there. You have a little indent.
Damn, that's funny.
Well, for my song, I'm gonna bring you back to 2005, and it's "I'm Sprung" by TPain.
Oh.
Bro, I don't know what. I heard it on the way to work one day, and I was like, "Nah, not TPain talking about." He's sprung.
He's sprung from a stripper, bro.
Yeah, he's like, dog, she got me. Yeah. He's like rapper turned sanger, and he spelled sanger with a SANGA. It killed me, bro.
Niggas could do that back in the day.
They could.
Dog, she got me feeling. I'm sprung. Dog, she got me.
I never heard Sterling sing T-Pain, bro.
Bro, I'm always singing T-Pain. Let me buy you a drink. Remember, it's the same album with "I'm in Love with a Stripper." Man, why was this man?
He was big.
Always in the club, bro.
That was club music.
And apparently, he ruined the music industry, according to Usher.
Because of the fucking auto-tune. They didn't like auto-tune.
No, Usher didn't like it.
He got bigger problems to deal with, though. He got the hurt.
I think I heard it.
And Usher bucks.
Something.
He has
bucks, not the Usher bucks.
He should have turned it into a cryptocurrency when he had the chance.
Man.
It would have caught on. He has.
Oh wait, sorry. I was listening to one of your older podcasts. One of your revelations didn't come true.
What revelation?
What happened to Clubhouse, man? You said it was going to be the next big thing.
Oh, bro, that shit came and went, bro.
You're like, everyone
to that shit, bro. Nobody
talked
about it.
I was listening to it, and it was like, He's like, once it goes public, invest because it's going to be the next big thing. I'm telling you, all 2020s. I was like, I thought it was
because you know why I think Clubhouse didn't take off? Because
you got to be invited.
That, and also they never updated their platform. It looks like even if you go on it today, if you
it's the same thing.
It looks like it was like a student, like a tech student made an app, you know? And like if they had a team that continuously updated the app, I feel like it would have grown. But
you should have called them, sorry. Been like, I don't have any app experience, but I believe.
Yeah, I still do like the idea of Clubhouse though, but you know,
that's a good idea.
It was.
Casey be going in the moaning room still.
Squirt room.
Bro,
I go to the queef rooms.
When niggas was getting exposed in moaning rooms, that was the funniest thing.
Wait, how?
How they get exposed?
Because you would link, people would link their Instagrams.
Yeah. So you get a notification like so and so.
They would like click on a link and screen record it, and like this is the nigga that's moaning.
That's wild. I would not feel ashamed.
Yeah, I forgot.
I would make you feel ashamed. As Casey, imagine it just on your Instagram right now. Casey is now in a moaning room, and it was
yeah. It would show if your friends are in a certain room. That's
wild.
And they should make a video version of that though. I mean, like, because you know how chat roulette is just like one to one. You get an entire
grid, the Brady Bunch of moans.
Like you have different rooms. You can go to the room. I think that's what's gonna be on the metaverse. I think we're gonna have stuff like that in metaverse.
Bro, the metaverse is gonna have VR sex, bro. Like,
I've been so excited for that, bro. I swear to God, I've been so.
That's
excited.
The one thing I really care about, because when they had that glove, it was like you can feel things in your hand. I was like, they gotta make a condom put on the metaverse. I'll wear that shit. I'll be the first.
All these attachments.
Somebody's gonna walk into your room, bro. While you deep into that section,
he got a butt plug in the fucking fuck machine.
I only need one attachment. That's all I'm gonna say. I need one attachment, and that's a sock.
He got that extendo dick.
Wait, did I tell you guys about dick extensions yet?
Yeah, I've been knowing about that.
Well, you gotta you get the injection and they make it kind of.
Wait, no, and there's also
buy the thing to put it on.
You can also get the surgery. You can get the surgery.
No, it's not a surgery. It's like a condom, right? It's like you put your dick in a
you put it in it and it goes into like a bigger one.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
If you want like a curve, or if you want like studs,
if you just want it to be a ball.
Somebody please
now have whatever.
Please give it to me. What?
I want to have a curved dick so I can. Never. No, I just want to tell you guys right now. I'm calling it right now. I will be. If you know who Team Stee is, this is for you. I'm working on beating out. I'm working on beating out Team Stee. Me and one of my friends.
Beating off.
No, beating out. Me and one of my partners. We're gonna beat out Team Stee. It's gonna be great. So stay tuned.
It's Casey.
Wait, what? Yeah. Bro, stop, bro.
That's what I was getting at. It's Casey. Though.
It's not Casey, bro. It's not. Why does this all keep doing?
It's definitely Casey. Bro.
Last episode, bro.
Wait,
it was
what?
me. No, it's Glenn.
Oh wait, my bad.
We're already brother husbands. We might as well take it.
We're not brother husbands.
Glenn, Glenn, what was that? Glenn, what was that? Why was it blurred?
Glenn got it
because what the fuck?
I was like, why is it blurred?
Have you ever heard of the Great American Challenge?
No.
The 24-inch dildo, bro.
You talking about the dragon dildo?
No, it's the 24-inch Great American Challenge. Search it up.
I'm not.
I'm not putting that on my phone.
I'm not.
How's my audio sound?
What countries have the biggest dicks?
America.
Oh, they found it. Democratic Republic of Congo.
Yeah,
that sounds about right.
You know what? You know why? Sometimes they'll be wearing pants, so gravity takes.
No, just about to say that it's definitely a tribe somewhere that wears no pants.
They don't like.
They don't let gravity affect them.
So I'm waiting for the people in your background to just start looking at us.
Having an intense conversation. If you look at their hands, like they're like really into it. You gotta wait.
You're probably not.
No, they both turn and immediately just look at the camera, bro. I would turn this off so fast.
I'm going to bed.
Camera just
I wouldn't sleep ever again.
I should probably edit one where they do just turn. And it's just like meat canyon-esque types of faces just looking at you.
Meat candy.
We should get into these topics. These
We really
topics.
should. We're always just.
We were
Alright.
kicking the shit for a while.
What are the topics? World War II. What do you think about the crimes that happened in World War II?
Wait, can y'all?
That's such a specific.
That's
That's the most specific question I've ever heard. What do you think about it? Well, they weren't great.
I think
What do you think?
I just want to know about some World War II war crimes. I want to hear what Sterling. I want to hear some World War II war crimes that Sterling knows I never heard about. Like, what's some wild thing? Bro, what's the wildest thing that happened in World War II that you know about?
Wait,
What I know about.
I got
What
one.
going?
Hold on, I'm gonna search up the exact name. It's first of all, you gotta say Auschwitz was fucked up.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think that's a given. That's like default.
That was the default, but there were other places. Like, y'all think that the Germans were terrible? Wait until you look at the Japanese. All love to the Japanese people, but
Are you talking? Oh, you're talking about Nanking, the raping in Nanking?
no, the raping, not the raping.
I just said that.
Unit 731 when they were doing the human experiments.
I thought you were about to talk about Black Ops.
I want to hear about all of it. I want to hear. I don't know anything about this.
Okay, so wait,
Talk to me.
so Unit 731 was like the Nazi like scientist experiments times 3. Like they were like throwing like, I think they skinned somebody alive just to see what would happen if a person didn't have skin. Like they really
were doing anything, bro.
And I'll give you some more examples of the type of crimes that went on there.
Bro,
wait, hold on. They did weapons testing. How the fuck does that work?
Oh, they would test a weapon on an armed person.
Okay, wait, I got it. Human targets were used to test grenades positioned at various distances and in various positions. Flamethrowers were tested on people.
Bro,
remember shotgun? Flamethrower was like the worst thing that came out. Well, not the worst thing. It was one of the worst place to go.
Wasn't like 40 feet of just flame.
Yes.
Just shoot out at you or something.
Did they even use the scientific method with any of this?
No.
They just throwing.
They had a hypothesis. They just wanted to test that hypothesis.
That's not.
Okay, I'm gonna read some more. I'm gonna read some more what they did. Okay, electrocuted, dehydrated with hot fans, placed into centrifuges and spun until death. Injected with animal blood.
You know that will just kill you.
That's what I'm saying.
That will just kill you. What are they testing?
They just doing stuff.
They tested pufferfish toxin on people too.
So wait, they would just try this on prisoners?
Prisoners and people that they arrested.
Deemed.
The Chinese. They used a lot of these people were Chinese.
Yeah.
Do you think anything positive, like the results came out of this? Like you found like something in today?
Yeah. Okay. I got like a connection similar to what Sterling was saying. Anime came out of this stuff.
Yeah.
Also, we have Jeeps now.
Japan was so fucked up.
We have nice
Jeep Wranglers.
But think about it. Japan was so fucked up that it made them move into the exact opposite way and became like the innovators of the entire world.
Well, yeah. When you don't have a military budget, that money got to go somewhere.
Damn, they fucked up so bad. I forgot they took their whole military.
Yeah, they've been trying to get it back.
How the fuck you gotta fuck up really bad?
But it was that bad. I think people forget. Well, people don't forget. A lot of times it's just, what is it? Whitewashed.
Yeah,
that's what happens. And because the America wanted to keep up, their power in that area. So they're like, they're fine.
Give me that shit. What about y'all? What's some like bad war?
I know. I know a random fact. There was this guy who would do invasions with a broadsword, and I think in a kilt. So he would land, and you would just see this man just with a sword, and I think he got at least one confirmed kill with it.
I'm not gonna lie, I'll be scared.
They called it. He had a nickname. Even the Germans had a nickname for him, and they're like, if you saw it, because he got shot so many times, and he was just a menace. Wasn't there a bear? Didn't the Soviets train a bear to carry ammo for them?
Yeah, and he turned to a circus bear after that.
Yeah, they trained, and he would drink liquor. He would drink vodka.
Wait, I know about that.
Yeah,
he would carry the artillery shells.
Yeah.
Imagine being in a ship and you just got a cartoon bear just running around like Winnie the Pooh type shit, just on your submarine.
Run to Seaboat.
What?
So I looked up on Reddit, right?
Yeah.
So the Reddit thread is Germans of Reddit. What are your grandparents' word stories like? This guy said, I'm English. However, in the pub I drank in, one of the other regulars was an 84-year-old gentleman who was a former paratrooper. He's going to call him Jan for the purpose of the story.
Jan? Don't you mean Jan? I don't know.
J-A-N, I don't know.
Did I pronounce Jan, Glenn? You're the linguist.
That's John. That's right.
Jan?
John?
Janither?
I didn't pronounce Jan.
Is Jan short for janitor? Like rat is short for Rathu?
Rathu.
Okay.
Or red is short for Redward.
Oh shit.
Blue is short for bluest.
Bluest. You're a bluest.
Greatest. You fucking greatest.
Okay. At the outbreak of the war, he was in Hitler Youth, and whilst he hasn't related those experiences to me as yet, he did tell me that he once left. He was drafted into Wehrmacht.
Or Wehrmacht.
Okay.
I could be pronouncing that horribly wrong.
Dude, that is a German word. Wehrmacht. What? Okay. Got to love that constant Prussian lark, whatever that means. He was trained as a paratrooper. He wasn't very effective, though, given that his first job in 1944, he landed in a tree and dangled there for 7 hours until he was spotted by an American patrol. Upon seeing them, he burst into floods of tears, mainly because the patrol consisted of African Americans. He'd never seen a black person in his life before. Never mind ones equipped with M1s in full military uniform. They climbed up and let him down, none too gently from the tree, roughly a 30-meter drop or thereabout. And that's actually a far drop, 30 meters.
Nigga, fuck that.
And thus began his life as a POW. What's a POW?
Prisoner of war.
War.
Okay. Thus began his life as a prisoner of war. He was due to be put on a ship bound for Canada, which was never made, mainly because it was sunk by a U-boat. So he was shipped off to England instead, and after the war he found work in a local girl and settled down. He now spends his days going from pub to pub from evening to evening, getting ritualously drunk, and threatening to stick his foot up the cunt. If anyone dares to touch his mobilities. Oh, he's in a mobility scooter. A truly singular individual. I'm sure you agree. So this nigga went into war, jumped out of one plane, immediately got held hostage.
He was scared of black people.
The boat he went on, bro, that's actually crazy. The boat he went on got fucking attacked, and he ended up in England. He just ended up staying there. I would do the same thing, honestly. I would just stay there. I'm not going nowhere else. Fuck that.
You know how many stories he has, bro? Well, he got just this story, but
he just got that.
That's his only story.
Like, this is a wild life. Like, how do you live like when you're old? Do you think about all the shit you did every day?
Probably.
That's probably all you do.
Especially before TVs. What else would there be?
That's gonna be us.
I would not be able to survive in any of those wars. I would end it right there. As soon as I hear Blitzkrieg, I'm gone.
You just hear someone yelling Blitzkrieg.
You're dead, bro. I was thinking about this earlier, bro. We should have did like a survival scenario, like which one of us will survive in the fucking
None of us, bro. We're all breaking down and crying.
Like a Saab will make it, but they're gonna blow his leg off first.
Come Lieutenant Dan.
Peg leg.
Bro, I was playing hot take. The best campaign on Call of Duty is World at War.
Okay. That's not a hot take. I think that's I think most people agree on that.
Dude, it was the best. I remember I played it on the Wii though, so I didn't have zombies. But I remember,
like. Wait, did you have the little gun?
Yeah, I had. Oh my god! You had to unlock multiplayer back then. It wasn't just like multiplayer.
It wasn't given. You had to do it.
Yeah,
You
it
had
was
to-
like,
Was
that's
it
when
so online? You can play online.
on
Yeah.
World at War, yeah.
That's
But
wild.
it was
It was
Wii?
fun.
But on the Wii,
yeah,
I
on
know
the
you
Wii,
can play
yeah.
online on the Wii.
yeah,
Oh.
you can play.
It was the only one, I think.
It was no Call of Duty 3.
I never played Call of Duty 3.
I never did either, but I definitely saw it on the Wii all the time.
Oh, yeah. Damn, I forgot what I was about to say. It was something about World War II. No. So like, I remember playing that game, and I remember as a kid thinking like, I would never survive this shit. It's like the people like the Japanese ambushing you like Bankai, jumping out of holes and shit. Yeah, man, I wouldn't make it. I'm sorry.
You think it would? Oh well, no, I know it wasn't like those video games. I bet it was a lot of just like you're hiding in a hole, not hiding in a hole. You're dug in a hole and just shooting probably blind.
You're probably gonna go deaf. First of all, if you've never been exposed to that much noise,
you're gonna go deaf immediately.
Your ears don't. That's the thing. Your ears don't ever get used to that much noise. It's literally one loud snap in your ear can make you lose your hearing. Like your eardrums are that sensitive.
I'm dead.
Like if somebody was to clap in your ear, it like,
bro, I hate that shit, bro. That shit
you can lose your hearing for that, bro. Yeah, I read stories of people losing their hearing from that.
Yo, all these niggas.
One fucking middle school turd, bro. Just clapping your ear as a rap for the rest of your life.
Bruh. Wait, Glenn, did you know about the super weapon that the Germans were gonna make?
When they were trying, no, that was the Russians. When the Russians were trying to breed fucking human.
No, I'm talking about the Germans. They were trying to make a super weapon.
Like what?
Like
they're trying to make a
America?
like a sun ray.
Oh, the German thing, the fucking with the ancient, like the left Reich, the Third Reich and all that shit.
Yeah, they were trying to. They're literally like, you know how like in Call of Duty Zombies, like they're always trying to. Yeah, no, they were actually trying to like make a sun ray like gun, like with a gun using the power of the sun as like a giant magnifying glass to like burn. You know, like in Halo, those ships had the glazing beams that just shoot concentrated heat and glass a planet. They're trying to make that.
But bro, guess what, bro? That's fucking. Hold on, wait. Fuck, I forgot what I was about to say.
Why are they so desperate to do it?
Bro, they were losing, and half of them were on meth. Let's. Most of them were on.
Yeah, first of all, they were addicted to uppers, bro. And then not only that, they got a lot of this shit from ancient Nordic, Celtic, like history. So all this shit was made up. And Hitler and his army put that shit, like, they brainwashing entire people with shit that just did not make sense, bro. None of that shit makes sense.
All Hitler wanted to do was go to art school.
Yeah, that's literally why millions of people died, because this nigga didn't go to.
You know what's actually wild? You know what's actually wild about that? I'm pretty sure it's been debunked.
What? He was just shit.
No. He, like, you know how he applied to art school and got denied?
Yeah.
They're pretty sure he didn't get denied. He just got put on probation. They said, hey, you can come, but you know, you have to make some adjustments. And he was too arrogant and stubborn and just didn't go. He said, I'm good. So no, he was always just an asshole. He was always just an asshole.
How do you live your human experience? You choose to live your human experience, just killing millions of people.
He couldn't live with it because he killed himself. He didn't have the chance to live with it.
Yeah, because he lost at the very end. He took the coward way out.
He did.
That's wild.
Actually, he's really in. Casey. I don't know, Casey. I'm surprised you didn't see him. You were in Argentina.
No, they actually
they're actually in Argentina. Yeah.
The Nazis fled to Argentina.
He probably was like in a bunker in the jungle or something.
He could have. Like, we don't know if he's dead or not. Same thing.
He's probably writing all type of books right now.
Not found or something.
Like they said that he committed suicide with his wife. Ava Braun or something like that. They both killed each other with a cyanide pill.
Yeah, I think the general consensus is that he's dead, but I think like there's theories. Oh, he could have escaped.
Yeah, he could have.
But I think the general consensus is, oh no. And even if he did survive, they said he probably would have died anyway. Because did you ever see Downfall? Dude was on everything. Wasn't he on PCP too? Like, near the end of it. They were just giving soldiers meth. They were like, here, go fight.
That's wild. Like on meth, it doesn't give you energy.
They had it. They were close to winning at one point.
Did they give them drugs so they won't feel fear?
Probably.
Probably, yeah.
Drugs do that, but
I mean, shoot, throw me in front of a line and give me a bunch of drugs. I'll make it happen.
There's gonna be that one drug you start flying.
Can you tell me what you're doing on that boat, sir? Inhaling these drugs.
the fuck? Man,
Wait.
so
Oh wait, Glenn, let me bring you back to, since Glenn's a farmer now. Let me bring him back to
4000 AD.
yeah, 1000 AD. So you know how we were talking about that Fall of Civilizations podcast? Oh yeah, sorry, KC. Do you guys think we are about to witness a fall of civilizations?
I honestly have been thinking about that lately. I kind of do feel like the Earth is about to fight back pretty soon, but hopefully I'm dead before that happens. So
you're gonna be the first to go. You're gonna be the
tree's just gonna start boxing you, bro.
My own sake and my sanity, I'm gonna say no.
I think we are, bro.
Well, didn't they say most civilizations only last 250 years?
Yeah.
America's at 244.
Oh shit! Oh shit! We're done for, bro.
We're at the cusp.
Because
it's time to get that dual citizenship, man.
Damn. Well, yeah, you could. That's the funny thing about Earth. You could literally go to a different part, bro. It'd be perfectly fine.
As long as you own land, you can just go somewhere else.
Yeah.
What is it like? But yeah, I was. He gave me a different way to look at, you know, how like the Native Americans got colonized. It gave me a different perspective of how to view the colonization process and really why it was so successful that the Europeans were able to colonize the Americas. So like when I think it's the Bering Strait, right? That connected like where you could walk from the old world to the new world.
Yeah,
and they say, and once the people that migrated to the new world, like ancient humans, yeah, ancient humans, they crossed the Bering Strait, and then sea levels rose, and so they couldn't go back, so they had to cultivate, you know, North America. And you got to remember, in the old world, they had spent hundreds of thousands of years, like thousands of years, cultivating that land, making crops and agriculture, because you know you can't just start farming a land. You have to prep the land. You have to get the soil right. You actually learn the process of growing everything and their life cycles and everything. You can't just go to a new place and say, oh, I'm just going to plant a tomato seed into the soil. It will die. Yeah. So, you know, don't do that, Glenn. That's how you fail. But that's how you'll fail your first class. But he was like, so imagine you having, the old world had a 2,000-year head start of civilization compared to the people that went to the Bering Strait, because they had to pretty much start over. Because
wait, not to interrupt you, but were they Asian people?
What do you mean?
Asian people come from Asia and became Native Americans?
Oh, I can't tell you the ethnicities. The DNA of humans probably changed so much it probably doesn't matter anymore.
Like, were like, did the true Africans leave and then go?
I mean, all humans come from Africa, so yeah, you can technically say everyone's African.
So all the people that are black just stay in Africa?
Yeah. Remember, you start there, and people started migrating out of the continent.
So technically, if a white man stayed in Africa, they'll just turn black. Is what you're telling me?
No, if they stayed, maybe the future generations would develop melanated skin like us, but it would take centuries of, you know, evolution and adaptation.
Just to pick your brain. That's
yeah, but it's like, imagine having a 2,000-year head start. It's like I drop you off in a farm randomly in Montana, right?
That's a definitely.
And I tell you, you have to build a farm in 2 years, or else someone from Nebraska who has a full farm with cows, horses, hay, you know, a steady stream of profit, like income, steady stream of supplies, all of a sudden now it's going to come here in 2 years and forcefully take it from you, and you have to fight back. Are you going to invest all your time in technology and innovation in farming so that you have a steady source of, food, or you're gonna put it into war, but then you won't have food to, supply your armies. So like that's what the guy was talking about. He was saying, he was like, that was the difference between the Americas and the old world, is like when the Europeans came, they had hundreds of years of just all their technology was going into warfare and fighting, when the people in the Americas, they really did not fight to kill, they fought to capture. They really fought to capture. They did not fight to kill. So yeah, when you see in the pictures, oh, people deem them as primitive because they're fighting with hunting weapons. It's because they hadn't had a need to develop weapons of mass warfare, because they haven't had warfare on that scale of, the old world and European countries. So it's like us going to Mars and trying to adapt the land so that we can live on it, and then another alien race that's already cultivated places like Mars is coming there to attack us.
It was just a head start.
Yeah, they really just had a head start. And they said probably if they were at the same point of civilizations, like same point in time, they probably wouldn't have gotten it. And also the Americans, they didn't have large domesticated animals. Like the only one were bison, really.
Yeah.
So you couldn't you couldn't build wagons, like huge wagons or caravans, because you didn't have any animals to transport it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like they did have a disadvantage from the beginning. They had a disadvantage. Like the guy was saying, from the beginning they had a disadvantage. It wasn't because they were primitive. It's just because they didn't have the same resources that the America or the old world had.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
That's a losing battle.
Yeah, that's what he said. He was like, it was lost from the beginning. He said once they crossed the Bering Strait, they were on the losing side. Yeah. And I thought that was pretty interesting.
You guys play Civilization?
Of course, every day.
I know about it.
So like whenever I'm in the middle of a campaign right now, but literally every time I play, my first thing is always military. And I didn't know, so I never knew that, but like just instinctually, I was just like, if I have a bigger military, I'll just let other people make the farmland, and then I can.
And then you'll just take it, yeah.
It just makes sense.
Yeah, it's like just imagine you put all your effort into cultivating the land, because remember they had to teach European colonists how to farm the land. But they didn't know how, because they had been working their whole existence in the Americas, learning how to turn the land into viable agriculture.
What the fuck did they grow like before? Like what did Europeans grow before colonization? Because there's a lot of shit around the world that they couldn't get.
Oh well, they cooked. They grew what they could in their areas.
Like potatoes. Like was it just fucking potatoes or some shit?
I don't know
anywhere.
Potatoes came from the New World though. So what the fuck did they eat?
Potatoes.
I thought potatoes were like
no. Potatoes are from they come from the Andes Mountains, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, like I think it's just because you also gotta imagine they had different cultures all throughout the old world that you could connect. It wasn't easy, but
when I think pretty easy. I'm thinking like bread and wine.
Yeah, but how the fuck they probably had grain. That was it.
Well, yeah, but it took decades, it took years to make it into the digestible form. Because remember, all the food that we eat now is not the same as it has ever been.
Bananas had seeds, like huge
seeds.
Our food is so altered.
Yeah, but we alternated it naturally. We've alternated it genetically. Like we had to alternate it to become like most food was not digestible when it first came about. You just had to find the most digestible one, and then you farm that, and then from that crop you eat the most. You farm the most. They
gotta wait for the new update.
Yeah, you have to the new patch. Okay, every cycle.
You know what's crazy though? Huh?
What? Wait, hold on, wait.
I was gonna say.
Fun fact for y'all.
Okay.
Broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, kale, all of that did not exist 100 years ago or something like that.
Yeah, we made it because we needed it. We made it, yeah, because we need to supply the people.
Humans, nigga. We did
Our
it.
stomachs.
Niggas was struggling to get broccoli, bro. Niggas was really like cultivating that shit. I went to Target the other day to make Alfredo, bro. I just bought it, bro. I bought frozen broccoli, threw it in the microwave for 5 minutes, and now I got broccoli.
That's it.
Yeah,
bro.
imagine back in the day, you had to pick all these bushes.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
was
like,
like, how far we
one
came.
berry. You're like,
But
one
this the
berry. It's
thing.
like, I can't even eat it. I have to plant it so that I have more berries.
Right. Like,
Food back then was 10 times healthier compared to how we eat it now. Like that frozen broccoli probably had no nutritional value compared to.
Well, no, if you think about KC, originally food was not nutritious. We had to make it nutritious.
But
our
then
bodies just had
over
to.
time, the U.S. system slipped into.
Oh
like,
yeah.
It's more so now profit over health. Like they don't give a fuck, and that's why
Yeah,
stuff.
But wait, KC, let me ask you. Do you think if we weren't pumping all the hormones and stuff, do you think we'd have a famine? Do you think we could create enough food?
No.
If we didn't modify it?
If everybody was to farm on their own and have their own or community farms, I think we'll have enough food. Because the thing about it, we overeat. We overeat like
there's
crazy.
not enough space for everybody to have their own farm.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's
You gotta
not-
think
it's
about
not-
you gotta.
Because when you said that, I instantly thought of
330
like New York, bro.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
not.
where are they all gonna cook?
The
Where are they
main
all gonna grow?
overlying problem is Earth is overpopulated with humans. We're over like it's a lot of places where we're just overpopulated. Like New York, it's 14 million people that lives in New York.
And Casey still gets no bitches.
That's a perfect segue into our next topic.
Okay, it's
not
not
topic.
It's time for a break.
On that note, let's take a break. Welcome back to the Ass Crack End of the MisFits Table podcast. Casey's going to talk about this.
You know what? It's been something that happened recently in the news. Kyle Rittenhouse. I wanted to talk about everybody's thoughts on that white in Black Lives Matter.
Yo, hold on. Before we start, let me tell you, there was a guy at work when I was doing. So I worked for a butcher and I was doing Thanksgiving orders.
Glenn be packing meat, bro.
No.
He be handling me all day, bro.
Let me finish my story. The guy, I was just getting his name and number, and another white guy walked past me, and I thought he had walked off. I was like, I looked, and I was like, oh shit, you're right here. He was like, we don't all look alike now. And then I was like, hey, I laughed, and he was like, and he laughed. He was laughing too. He was thinking I was laughing with him. And he was like, yeah. I was like, you can't make jokes like that these days. And he was like, yeah, I know, right? But then low key, I was like, what the fuck? I should just punch him in his face. What he said, bro.
Glenn, he was nervous. He didn't know what to do.
Like, I didn't know how to feel about that, bro.
He went straight to making jokes. He was scared of you.
He was edgy about it, so I respect him. Like, I like jokes. I make those same jokes.
Bro,
I probably think bigger more than he do.
His best friend black.
Best friend is black. He friends with Eddie Murphy.
Yo, what if Eddie Murphy came into your meat shop, bro?
I need
Casey, aren't butchers just meat shops?
Yeah. You buy some meat? You want a sausage?
Trust me, I didn't cut up meat my whole life.
Nah, Paul, what's that mean, Casey?
I didn't see carcasses of pigs, chickens, cows. I didn't literally when I was little, I literally used to go in the back and cut up meat, and they used to give me $20 from my dad.
That's some nigger shit.
That sounds like a metaphor for playing with yourself, bro.
That's a perfect segue into the fact that nothing makes sense anymore.
Yeah, Sterling, I want to hear everybody one. What do y'all think about this Kyle Rittenhouse? That's his name, Rittenhouse. Red House.
First of all, he's ugly as fuck. He like a goddamn fat ass pig.
Oh, wait. Oh my God. Oh, that reminds me. Yo, y'all saw his interview with Tucker Carlson? Tucker Carlson.
Yeah.
Cuck. But you know Tucker Carlson is
I know
the Fox News alt-right.
Oh yeah.
Alt-right fascist dude.
Mm-hmm.
Hates minorities, yada yada yada. Well, they interviewed him, right? And they asked, Rittenhouse, and they interviewed him, and they asked him, so like, how do you feel? And he was like, and they asked him, well, do you feel what you did was right? Blah blah blah. And then somehow the question came up, do you support Black Lives Matter? And he said, yes, I do. And he said the tragedy that happened like to George Floyd or stuff like that was wrong. And he was basically saying all the topic, hitting all the liberal bullet points. And if you went on like conservative forums, they were losing their mind because they were propping him up as a hero, the next messiah. They wanted him to run for office. And they were like, he loves nigger. Bro, like they were collectively losing their minds to the point where they stopped donating to him. They want all the money back that they donated for his lawyer, which was like $1.5 million. Some say he's a deep state agent, and this was all a liberal plot to make conservatives look like dumbasses and get gun control. Like they've completely flipped, so he's no longer the conservative like poster boy anymore.
Yeah, those white people, they loved him.
They loved him, and now they hate him, bro. Like they hate him.
I don't understand how you can blatantly support a racist regime. When I looked at race in the United States, I really realized that just this world sometimes just doesn't make any sense. You see the signs, you see this wrong was done, but you still don't do anything. Like they get off scot-free.
Well, you gotta think.
If you looked at that case, Glenn, like did you follow it?
It was in a state like Wisconsin. He's a white boy.
Yeah. If you look, I'm talking about the case itself. Did y'all follow the actual trial?
Never really know.
Yeah, because anytime self-defense is involved, like
he chose his own jury. How the fuck do you choose?
You always choose your own jury.
No,
you have to agree. Like the prosecution and defense have to agree on jury members.
I thought he picked out individual people.
Mm-mm.
Oh, so it wasn't nothing wrong with the jury.
No, but if you watch the case, the prosecution was a clown show. I'm like most like experts say like they don't know what they didn't have their technology down, so they misspoke and had some of their evidence thrown out because they like said, oh, if you do Zoom on an iPad, something like that, but it ended up being pointless. One of the guys he shot, like Kyle shot, survived. Yeah, 3 white guys.
Wait, he shot 3 white guys.
Yeah, 2 died, 1 injured.
Uh-huh.
So they brought him up on to testify, right? They didn't interview him or anything. They just put him up there. And so when they asked the question, who was the instigator in the incident, they said, I pulled my gun out first on Kyle, and then Kyle shot me. So that satisfied the requirements for self-defense.
Because they were like, did he pull your gun out at you? He was like, no.
And he said, no, they did not. I pulled my gun out on him.
Right. It's like, I had my gun in your face like this, and then he killed
me. And so like when you look at that case, when you look at the crowd, you're like, oh well, yeah, like of course he's gonna get.
I wasn't surprised at all. Just from literally that fact alone, I was like, all right, well.
Yeah, the moment he said that, like the prosecution was done.
Well, that's the important fact that I didn't know.
Yeah, like and the victim of the actual shooting said it.
Yeah.
So it was once that happened. And like, everyone can understand like the implications. Yes, like if you're Black, do not go to a counter protest with a gun. You will get shot and the police will shoot you too. Like, don't do it. But for that specific case, yeah, he was gonna get off.
I did not know the person.
Yeah, it's like
why did they pull out their gun though? Like that's a question.
Well, that's that also comes into play of how with a lot of these marches and a lot of new age white activists, they want to be. They don't have what is it? The thinking of
restraint.
They act with a feeling of impunity that they can do whatever they want and know there will be no consequences.
Yeah.
Because their whole lives they're used to never being questioned. They're used to never being held accountable for what they do. So they go to these places, they instigate stuff because they know the police will most likely be on their side. They'll get out of it scot-free. And so they go and act like they ain't got no sense. So it's like if you and I went to a protest, we know
Oh, I've
you
seen
don't.
these people. I've
Yeah,
seen
they
these
go
people.
and instigate stuff.
Yeah,
And
like
it's like they'll go and spit in a cop's face. You and I both know if you spit in a cop's face, that's a green light for them to kill you, right? Like we've been taught that our whole lives. They don't get taught that because they go their whole lives. They can disrespect the cop and everything, and nothing will happen. We know even the slightest change in our tone is seen as an act of violence. So they'll go into these places, instigate stuff, but we're always the one on the receiving end of that backlash. Like we know if we brought a gun to a protest, the police come out in force. Like remember there was that shooting in Dallas at a protest?
I think I don't know.
Yeah, there was that shooting. Like I think 3 cops got killed. And once they said it was a black shooter, there was other.
Oh wait,
remember
when they sent in the robot to blow him up?
Yeah, remember that? Remember when they identified it as a black shooter, there were other armed black people at the protest. They immediately gave up their weapons to the police because they know that they would be targeted immediately. Whereas white men walk around with weapons every day. But we know for a fact that you can't give the police a reason to say you have a gun because they'll always say you have a gun. And look, it turns out you had a gun. So their fear was justified, even though we have the Second Amendment right.
And to Sterling's point, the guy, he went there to help out the police. Like he went there.
He said, I'm going there to help the police. So you already know he's not going to be it's like you're going to a counter protest. Not to mess with the Nazis on the sidelines booing at you because the police will take their side.
Yeah,
right.
That's the white privilege for you there, boy.
Yeah, so it's like, and I think that's what people are upset about that trial, like the self-defense thing. Like there's probably going to be a bunch of civil cases. Like the guy that got shot, he's probably going to sue Kyle on the basis of they're probably going to sue his parents because why did a 17-year-old have a weapon and why did he cross state lines, all that will come into like the civil cases. But that was just a criminal case of self-defense, and the prosecution was a whole shit show. The judge had a clear bias for him and everything. Like it was a mess.
And it didn't even matter because these were like, in the grand scheme of things, we're watching like a mirror show, like a trial, because these were 2 white people. Like these were white people and white people on both sides. This wouldn't have played out if it was any type of black.
This would be much different if it was. You saw with the Ahmaud Arbery case.
Yeah,
they got. They got
them.
There's no such thing as justice when you kill.
But even though they're going to jail, I think corruption charges are being brought up against the DA that withheld.
She didn't want to take it. She didn't want to take the case.
Yeah, they hid it. So, but I think corruption charges are being brought up against her right now.
Yeah. But the point,
which I guess is it's bad, but I guess it's still good in the long run.
Yeah, these things just will continue to happen again. It's like a show of force. I don't know.
I got a question. How do you explain? I want to just know how would you explain to a white person what white privilege is if they didn't understand what it was or they didn't think they had it?
I wouldn't.
If you're having a dialogue, which is still needed, like I always think when white activists, if you want to be an activist, you have to be like, what was that guy's name? He's funny as hell too. His name will come to me. And he said, it's white guy. He goes to he talks specifically to white people. He's like, Tim Wise, that's his name.
I think you about to say all gas, no brakes.
No, New York side talk. No, he says, it is not my job to be the voice of Black people. Mm-hmm. He's like, if you want to help Black people, you listen to what they need.
That's true. That's
but then he said, but it's also my job to help white people understand. Because he said, I understand a white person will listen to me. Why? I am a taller, older white gentleman. So they will listen to me. you know. So he says,
isn't that crazy though? That it's
yeah, he recognizes it, and he said it's my job to teach them to recognize their prejudice and bias in the hopes that they'll start listening and being a better ally.
there's privilege in that though of itself. Like that is,
Yeah,
it's a fucked up system that white privilege even exists within things meant to help us. Like
yeah.
Rachel Dolezal,
Yeah.
remember her?
Yeah.
The fucking shawty who pretended to be black.
I'm sorry if you ever thought she was black,
Years?
you're dumb. That was a white woman. You couldn't. The
What
moment
Joe-
I saw a
what
picture,
Joe-
I was
Joe
like, that's a
Biden
white
say?
woman. I was like, that's a white woman. What are you? Who was it? NAACP? Obviously, they're too old,
They were
and they
fucking-
obviously
turned a
they
blind
need
eye.
glasses, bro. They were like, she can make us some money.
Bro, like that's actually wild. Like
I
so
remember-
there's infiltrators in every system.
I was
There's-
talking to a white cop, and I said something about Kyle. I was like, "Oh, this white privilege." He was like, "Yeah, I find when people say white privilege to me to be offensive." I was like,
I got a lot to say.
like, I'm not even going.
Let me take this. Let me take this one. It's fucking wild that he's a cop
Mm-hmm.
and he doesn't even understand the fact that, let's take for example, his black counterpart, who is also a cop, who is also a person with a gun, will get shot down by one of their own, and no one would they wouldn't bat an eye because he was black.
Well, you also got to remember they're picking like the bottom of the barrel of cops, because cops. Most cops are not educated.
I was about to say that most cops don't go to college.
Yeah. So you also got to remember they also pick a lot of the time they pick out. I mean, lucky for me, even though like police in my town, they have problems. The police chief, he was my neighbor. He at least tried to combat it. Like when they had the Black Lives Matter marches, they worked with the police and they said, we will protect you just in case, because there's going to be harassers. We'll be in the back so cars don't hit you. They brought out water and everything, and they said, and I'm like, they didn't make a speech, or nothing. And I'm like, that's what you're supposed to do. Listen. And you're supposed to do the training. Like they came to the school and they asked they asked our club, the Black Awareness Club, they're like, what is it you want to see from our police officers? And I was like, that's how a police officer should be. That's how the police should be, But not every place is gonna be like that. But that's why they say you have to start from the bottom up, because a lot of the time it's just this boys club. I mean, it's like you see it all the time when it's a shooting with a white female officer and a person of color, they will throw the woman cop under the bus. Yeah. Every time. Like if it's a white male officer, they'll drag their feet. We have to do an internal investigation. Self-defense, all that. If it's a female officer, they will be like, oh yeah, no, she's guilty, get her off the force, because they're still misogynistic at the end of the day. Yeah,
there's a lot to be said about the cis white male power in this country.
Yeah,
it's cis het.
That's the worst. That's literally the worst creature on this planet right now.
But yeah, I think a lot of I have no idea where I was going. Never mind.
Casey, what are you gonna
say? It's time to raise anarchy and start our own government out of the one that was already built.
I'm gonna corrupt that government, Casey.
Why?
I'm immediately going to corrupt.
It's gonna be Al Roker, fucking.
I'll trust Al Roker.
and then fucking Al Sharpton, bro, running to the ground, bro.
It's gonna be me. I'm gonna be a feudal lord.
Wait, Glenn, what do you think? What are your views on like libertarianism?
Like Marcus Garvey shit, like go back to Africa. I
don't know where I would go in Africa because I have no connection.
Let me take it back.
I ain't got no connections. I'd go there. I'd be like, hey, hello, my people. I'd be like, motherfucker, you're from the US. Get out of here. We don't want you here.
That's wild. But no, I think that if we got our head start, if we were able to have
to go back like in Liberia.
Yeah, and we actually make that grow, we would be in Wakanda, bro.
We would.
it would be a state of like innovation if we didn't get 400 years of our basically entire history cut out from us.
Mm-hmm.
I
Like
always
the carpet was dragged from underneath our feet.
I always think you know how a lot of people say we need to like what was it, abandon our American culture and everything like that.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I mean, yeah, because I'm like, we've been here. I built this land. I'm gonna stay here. Like, y'all owe me a piece. But I also like, because you know, like y'all know like hoteps and all that, right?
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah. Me and my dad, we were talking, and I think we theorized why hoteps love Egypt.
Why?
Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
You're ready, Asar?
I'm ready.
Asar, you've been to Egypt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw the pyramids, the structures, the wealth, correct? The ancient wealth.
Right.
So we theorized.
What's left of it?
Yeah, what's left of it. We theorized that Egypt is the equivalent of the monarchies in European countries, like the castles, the large amounts of display of wealth, the gold, and everything, but just with a black tint on it.
Yeah, no, that's
and that's why they gravitate towards it, because it's so visual of, look, they were kings, and it's visually counterpart to what they know of European monarchies, correct?
Okay.
Because there are kings and wealth in every culture.
Right.
And like we know that we're descendants of West African countries, correct?
Yeah, all of us.
Yeah, I know I'm not from Egypt. Like
I'm from.
If I was like Ethiopian, yeah, maybe I'd be like, okay, yeah, I have a more chance to be. Yeah, you're closer to that region, but no, we're Western Africans. We're descendants of Western Africans. So our culture, so we did not like, while there were moments of displays of wealth on that magnitude, a lot of the times, no, it wasn't the same, but they want that image that comes with Egypt.
I mean,
because it mirrors the wealth, because I think hoteps in their minds too, they're also pawns of white supremacy, you know, because they believe the only time that you can show wealth is in those manners, you know, like they don't like, oh, a chief controlling a bunch of tribal, man, that's so stereotypical, but you understand what I mean.
It's like hey, we were kings too. We were
kings too. We just portrayed it differently.
Yeah.
But they want to copy the white man's portray, because to them, misogyny, power, eugenics is what they want, but they want to be the white man, just black.
Well, if you think
it's what the end of it is, like they want
Europeans stole a lot of that stuff from Egypt, though.
Yeah. So they want, but like
so it was kind of like, it was like Egypt's first.
Yeah, I understand.
It's like, since we're living in a modern time, it's just like what we see from what their version of it's the European version of history.
Yeah, so but I'm saying, like, because you know, a lot of hoteps, they're Western African, you know.
Yeah.
But culturally, like when you went to Egypt, would you say your culture was the same as their culture?
No, not at all.
Yeah, but say if you were Ethiopian, it probably would be the same.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You probably have the same, like, because you know, that North Africa and Ethiopian, those countries right there, they have a very similar culture, because you know they've been constantly invaded, they've been constantly connected throughout centuries of, you know, human civilization. So they have, while we on the West, we have cultivated our own culture. They have cultivated their own culture, and we were taken from that culture. That's why, I mean, look at the Greeks on campus on HBCUs.
Mm-hmm.
Stepping is just a form of West African dance. It's not an Egyptian dance. It's not an Ethiopian dance. It is a West African dance. So when I see people, you know, I want to be Egypt, I think they just see it as a visible representation of wealth, where they should be they should be wanting to capture the wealth of culture that comes from the culture that we descend from.
And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? It's hard for Africans or African Americans, whatever, to do that, because it's demonized.
Yeah.
When you think of like any type of like West African religion is looked as like demonic as opposed to Christianity, which isn't even our original religion.
Yeah.
So it's like
And,
it's like they got us in a chokehold in every fucking way possible.
And I always, I always found it. What was it? It was somebody said to me, they're not from America, they're from Africa. They're from Morocco, and they were telling me he spent a lot of time in Egypt, and he said, I don't understand why. He was like, you guys in America want to be, what is it? What's the word? Like, I think he was speaking mainly on Hotep, why you want to claim Egypt.
Mm.
And I got mad for a second, but then he explained, he was like, yo, no, I meant like, you guys right now have contributed so much to the world's, he said, just look at music alone. In less than 100 years, you guys have transformed the music industry into something unrecognizable and never seen before on a massive scale. He's like, you guys drive all fashion, you guys drive all slang and language, you are innovators of culture that everyone wants to be. And he said that's something that you guys should be proud of. But he says when he meets a lot of African Americans, they are ashamed of that, who they are. And I thought of us like, I think it's because humans want to belong to something. And I think a lot of times African Americans think we got taken from our land, therefore we belong nowhere. But he said we have to think of ourselves as, even though we were taken from where we are, we were able to create something of our own that's never been seen in almost human history.
You know what's crazy? I had that exact realization not too long ago, because I've been begging my parents to get a fucking DNA test so I could figure out what country I was from. And I was like, oh yeah, whenever I found my country, brought me repping the flag, all this shit, I learned the language. And like, I remember one day it was just like a normal thing. My mom was like, oh yeah, the DNA came, Sierra Leone. That's where most of us are from. I was like, okay. But then I was like,
it's cool.
Yeah, I was like, cool. It's like nothing necessarily changed. And then what you're saying right now was just like what I was thinking, like, well, maybe I should just recognize the culture that I'm in right now, like African American culture, instead of like it would be, it's cool to like,
it's cool to know where you're from, but like,
there's no way for me to track who exactly was my ancestors. Like, I can't like just go to Sierra Leone and then be
you're not gonna know anybody. You're not gonna know anybody. And the culture is so different that you'll still feel like an outsider.
Right. Yeah. So it's just like embracing my African American culture, which is like kind of hard to do because it's so fucking warped.
Yeah. And I think we've been colonized mentally, physically and mentally, and it's just something. I mean, and that's the whole Black Pride movement. We have to be proud of what we've done for ourselves here. Like, we have touched the history of this country. Actually, the history of this country is wrapped in us. Like, we have been wrapped in it probably more than any other group of people. I mean, a whole war was fought over us, but ding ding. But like, I think a lot of times it's just getting at that mentality. It's because like, it's like you said, like, I think there was a moment where I said, oh, why am I looking to a whole continent where I don't have any like really connections? Like, I have connections, but I don't have strong connections. It's just like DNA. It's DNA. Yeah, I have DNA, but my connections is here. Like, I have more in common here with the Africans Americans that are here compared to if I went on vacation in Nigeria. Yeah, I'd be like, oh, cool, I'm in my ancestry homeland, but it's not like I'm not gonna stay here.
Like, them niggas don't know you.
Yeah, they don't know me. They're gonna be like, "What you doing?" The first thing they'll say to me is, "You're American." They'll differentiate you.
Here's two things. First, African. Okay, I'll come back to that. But first, we're people who live in limbo. We have our feet in one door and then out the other. We will always be a people in limbo, but that's where we find our beauty, in that limbo. Yeah. We don't belong here so much, and we don't belong there. But
I
we,
was gonna say,
Oh no, I belong.
but
there.
think about
What
it
do you
like
mean?
this.
I built this country. I got rights.
Give me my
I got-
dues.
Where's my 40 acres and a mule?
Yeah,
That
give me my
that translates-
rights.
That translates to 2
Ever
bitcoins.
since we were like
Capitalism, me.
all over here,
I
that
like
translates
McDonald's.
to 2 bitcoins.
I'll be the
It's
first to
40
say it. I
acres
like
and a mule.
McDonald's. Come on. son.
Yeah.
with,
What are you talking about? White Castle? Y'all don't got that in. Y'all don't got that in Ghana. Y'all
Y'all
White
just got your
Castle.
first Burger King? Nah, it's time to go.
They only got waffles on the menu. Just waffles. Shit. But then also here's another thing. African people, like people from Africa, look down on Americans. Even though
I still haven't experienced that yet.
it's a thing.
either.
It's a thing, but it's a thing. Though.
I take it back. I've actually talked to like some people from Africa. And, like Americans are like really spoiled, especially like the African Americans are really spoiled. They cry all the time. Blah blah blah.
But to watch him wane,
Yeah.
to complain.
Also, they like as soon as we were like came over here to United States or America, whatever, wherever we spread out to, we were instantly appropriated from everything that was already doing. Literally, as soon as we came from Africa, or as soon as they came to Africa, they instantly started appropriating everything we're doing. And now that we have the media, like
here's an example, an early one. Remember how they used to wear like the big skirts back in the day?
That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking.
They were trying to imitate the African ass. Like
Yeah.
we are blessed in the fact that we're bodacious and bootyful.
You got to think about ripping
Also, we taught them niggas how to bathe. Them niggas came here stinky.
They didn't use soap. They had lice and fleas, bro.
Niggas came
a lot of
I don't know what was
food
happening in
influences.
Europe's dark age that they
Yes.
forgot how to bathe.
Yeah, you
What?
can smell you can smell their boats from.
Why
like,
do you think
get to the
perfume
coastline
was a
shit.
thing, bro? Why do you think perfume was a thing?
To get rid of that smell, bro.
Yeah.
They didn't have. You could just make soap,
Bro,
They didn't-
imagine you're Native American just chilling in Virginia. And you're like, ugh, what the? You're just chilling there, chilling. All of a sudden, ugh.
The
What
army.
the fuck is that, yo? It's my
Felt like wet dog, bro.
Like,
What is that smell?
imagine Lewis and
The
Clark.
nigga comes with a boomstick on a fucking horse and shit.
That's what I'm saying.
I know. All of a sudden, some demon creature and a man riding a demon just come over.
Imagine,
and blast
that is a
you.
demon, bro. That is a fucking.
Could you just imagine like you've never seen a horse? Bro, I forgot how big horses were, bro.
And they were big as shit, bro.
Could you imagine that thing just coming at you, bro? Like you've
literally
never
be-
seen
I
it
would
before in your
shit my
life. It's
pants,
just
bro.
hunting.
And then a nigga on the horse, bro, he points a stick and then the nigga blows up. Like he points it at. You know how hard
Bro, that would now I understand. Like that would terrify me.
I would lose my shit, bro. I swear to God, bro.
put me in shackles.
Yeah, like I'm
I don't
not fighting that.
fighting that.
I'm not
I'll give up.
bro. Did you ever read the accounts of Columbus? Now I'm thinking about it.
Wait,
Yo, that man was
the manatee. He thought manatees were mermaids, and he wanted to fuck the manatees.
not wanted to. I'm pretty sure he did.
I'm pretty sure he did, bro.
Bro,
Christopher
his, like,
Columbus was a
his-
pirate, bro. He was a
Yeah.
real like
He was a
pirate.
pirate.
His name was Giovanni Guerrero. Like that
Yeah,
man
bro.
changed his name multiple times. Like
Bro, all the countries that hired him hated him, bro. They
Yeah.
hated him.
Why
Like-
did they hire him exactly? Like
I
he
think they're
was
just trying to
bad
get
at
rid
his
of him.
job. Was he
I think
trying to
they're
find
just
India?
get rid of him. Yeah, I think they're just trying to get rid of him, honestly.
What the fuck he
Like, give him
he
some
was
money.
on
He'll
the run.
die at sea.
Think
he
about
was
it now. Think about
They
it now.
really
Think
thought-
about it now, though. You are trying to go to fucking India, and you end up in South America. What the fuck, bro?
They weren't reading the maps, right? He was
How was he
reading
that
it upside
drunk?
down. He was
There's
reading
no
it
way
upside
to
down.
be that drunk, bro. He had to be drunk.
You know
Well,
the crazy part? And you know what they be talking about Lewis and Clark? Those dudes just went around and just killed villages of people.
They used
Lewis
to
and Clark were
spread.
not good people at all.
Niggas back in the day used to spread syphilis like a motherfucker, bro.
That's what
Like
I'm
that was
saying.
that
And
shit was like,
sturdy.
and
It ain't
scurvy.
oranges. That ain't oranges,
No
bro.
fucking.
What do you think they was eating on the ships? Like I know they
Rats.
Yeah.
there was lots of rats.
They
And
were
they
eating
had
rats.
to,
That's
they had
what
to
they
eat
were
the
eating.
leather in it. They ate the leather in it
And their
like,
boots.
shoes and shit. When
Yeah.
there was starvation, people do that a lot.
Like, if someone asked me, you want to travel to? Nah, I'm good.
Good,
You want
son.
to travel to the new world? Nah, I'm chilling.
Not fun. And think,
I'll stay here in the streets of London.
like this
What the fuck was,
like
what was
begging.
going on in London? What was going on back then? Now, what was going on? The Black Plague, right?
No, what the
This is after the
1500s,
Black
1600s? Yeah,
1600.
they're
What was going on? What the fuck was going on?
some wars.
I don't
where-
like nobody ever talks about that. Like I don't know
That's
what
Glenn, some wars. Glenn,
The only thing,
war.
the hype of the world was the New World. Nobody cared about what happened.
the 100. Wait, were
It
they
was a-
fighting the 100-year war? Was that the 100-year war, bro?
No, it's not. I don't believe so.
No, let's have another 100-year war.
Yeah, there. Could you just imagine being at war for 100 years?
That's your whole life.
Wait, actually, no. We were at war for our whole lives. 20.
With Cuba. Well,
No, with
no.
in Afghanistan.
We're still at war with Afghanistan?
It just
No,
ended.
no, it's over now. I'm just
I
saying.
didn't end that.
It was
That
20
would be
years.
Biden's-
Wait, what's
that's
the-
Biden's page in the textbook? He get that one page. I ended.
And Jimmy Carter gets peanuts.
Yeah.
Wait, wait. So at the
Yeah,
risk
we're-
of sounding very ignorant, is America in any wars right now?
We're
Yeah,
always
bro.
in a state of war.
Like technically, we're in war with North Korea.
Yeah, we're always in a state of war. We're never not.
What was the
Like-
longest continuous war? Wasn't it the Cold War?
Actual like declared war.
No, like the Cold War. I thought it was a Cold War.
Do you know that the U.S. was in?
Yeah.
No, the Cold War. No, I don't even think that's the longest.
Vietnam.
That
No.
was short, wasn't it?
What was the longest? No, Vietnam was a.
I'm gonna look this up. What was the longest U.S. war?
How long was Vietnam? Vietnam.
It was long.
It's probably the same amount of time as Afghanistan.
Is the war with Attila the Hun?
Afghanistan. Okay, the war in Afghanistan is the longest war because of because we've been there since we were young. Like when we were babies, that's when they went to war. So that's the longest U.S. conflict.
Yeah, I guess they're counting that as the longest.
But before that,
because Vietnam was 19 years.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I could have sworn
It was long, but you know
Yeah.
what it was? It was a lot of just occupation.
that's
It wasn't
literally 2
always.
years. That's like 1 year away from us though. Like 19 years, we've been in war for 21. Oh
What
shit!
the-
It was 19. It was 19.4. It's literally like
It was like I said, it's like this. It's the same amount almost.
it ended a few months before, technically.
They could have went
Hang
the
on.
round, did a couple more months.
Bring our boys home. It's an unwinnable war.
Then Jimi Hendrix came. He played the Star Spangled Banner, and then Vietnam ended.
Made it sound like a bomb, but
Yeah. Jimi Hendrix made his guitar sound like a bomb. And Vietnam
Yeah.
ended.
Vietnam Hendrix. But yeah, I think Pete. Oh my God, wait. I think Casey said in one podcast, "Do you think America could handle a civil war?" I say no,
Wait,
and
what?
I'll elaborate later. Could America handle another civil war?
Yeah, elaborate. Now I'm about to wrap this up. I gotta eat.
Right.
Oh, then I will not elaborate. I say no.
Damn.
We'll tune in next time. Next time Sterling's on the podcast.
We're gonna talk about the new Civil War. Civil War Part 2. Would it be Civil War the Squeakquel?
Squeakle.
Like fucking chipmunk?
Oh my god.
Well, what's the or? I'm waiting.
I don't know.
Or the
The fucking I don't know, bro.
I was gonna say the Shrek. The Shrek war.
Yo,
fucking-
Shrek, every Shrek is funny. There's no
That
Shrek.
stop
that-
line. No, Shrek. 4
Every Shrek is
trash.
funny.
Low-key,
Shrek 4 is trash. Man.
No, that Shrek is bad. It's so bad that it's funny.
Which one?
Shrek
Like,
3.
Happily
Shrek
Ever
3
After?
has moments, but Shrek
Shrek
1
2
and
is
2.
the funniest.
Shrek 2
is
is
the
hilarious.
funniest.
Shrek 1
It's
is
the
hilarious.
funniest.
Like just because of the memes alone. Like yo, so me and my family, it was a couple months ago, we watched the fucking live action Shrek on
Oh, the play.
Oh shit.
it was so bad. It was so
The
bad.
play?
It was bad. Like
The
his
play is
parents was, like
hilarious.
leaving him and shit. I was like, what the I don't want to see a kid Shrek. This is nasty.
I low key I might watch that today.
It's on YouTube, bro.
I'm about to watch it.
It's literally just a play. It's a recording of a play.
Yeah, it's a.
on Netflix.
We watched it in our theater class.
Oh shit. Oh, it used to be on Netflix too.
Yeah,
It might still be on there.
Oh shit. I'm about to
y'all
watch
trying to put on a Shrek play.
low
Yeah,
key.
put on a fucking
I
Shrek play.
To get one candy.
do. Oopsies.
I'm trying to
No,
be.
what? Yo, we're giving kids candy, right?
Sorry. Wait, that's actually weird that y'all can hear the audio. That's actually crazy.
Yeah, how'd that happen, Glenn?
Oh no.
I'm just watching porn right now.
I want to, bro. I really do.
What am I? Goodness.
I
It's
think
definitely-
about that time.
I think it's about that time to give gratitude. Everybody, unsheath your sword.
Oh well, not again.
Someone's gonna pull out a fucking mallet.
Bring out my. I have a maul. You know what a maul is? Glenn?
Their head goes in.
The fucking ball, the fucking
No,
the
that's
knife?
a mace. I'm talking about a maul. Like it's
What
a
do you
blade
have?
and a bludgeon.
Show it.
Oh, I
Okay,
know what
show
you're talking about.
I don't. It's in the storage. It's for
it. Oh,
like
it's like a sludge hammer.
yeah, but it has a blade on it too.
That's
It
wild.
helped to get up tree stumps is what I used it for.
Wow.
You break its bones by smashing it with.
I'm grateful for weaponry of all forms. That's what I'm grateful for.
That's
Keyblade.
beautiful.
What are you grateful for, sir?
I'm grateful for war because now we got Jeeps.
Yep.
Horrible.
I'm grateful for our dying star. Pretty
Damn,
soon.
that is how we gonna fuck all the wars, bro. That's how we really end it, bro.
If you really think about it, we're just a rock in space, and we just
Wait, did you see the new model of how the Earth is actually moving through
Send it
space?
to me,
Oh.
bro. Send it, bro.
It's like
model.
no. So the newest model is this. My fist is the sun, and the sun is just going like this through space.
Yeah.
And we're just going around it.
wait. I saw that. I saw,
So we're-
Wait,
so
wait,
it's like
Sterling,
this.
do it
It's
again.
like
Sterling,
this.
do it again.
It's like this. We're going like this is Earth,
Yeah.
just going through space.
Yeah.
No direction. Just
It's just what's called.
the-
That's a new model. I thought
no. People thought like a lot of people just thought that
it was just
like
sitting
the
there.
sun was just
the
sitting
sun,
there.
the sun, no, like had its own gravitation, keeping it in one general area.
Oh wait, was this a Vsauce video?
I have no idea.
Wait a second. Wait, you're telling me that the Earth is not affected by the sun's gravitational pull?
No, it is. No, people thought that the sun stayed in a general area. You understand?
No, the sun is. There's a reason why the universe is expanding.
Because we're moving. Yeah, no, people didn't realize. No, it's like you just chucked something into space, and now it's just going.
Yeah.
So we could just go into a different sun. Just
Yeah, we're gonna collide with the. That's why we're colliding with the Andromeda galaxy.
Andromeda, yeah.
That's gonna be millions of years though. We got some time.
One of us might be alive. You never know.
when I'm a ghost, bro, I'm gonna just
If
watch.
meta
all of
works,
this.
bro. If meta works, we'll be in a.
Are y'all would y'all upload your consciousness to the meta?
No. No.
Why not?
We all gotta do it, bro. We gotta do it as
I'll be the last
not the
sole
first
survivor. Bro.
Not the first version, but like around like the fifth version.
2.0. No.
Yeah. Like nobody wants to have like imagine like upgrading your conscious to the meta. It's like the iPhone 3G. You know what I mean?
We don't get the first meta. Meta 2.
Yeah, you want the second one. You want.
I'm gonna be the last person who, without uploading my consciousness, I'm gonna rule the world.
Bruh, Casey, and when you come into my domain, bruh.
Oh, you guys see
That's actually
Adidas
wild.
bought a bunch of virtual land
Yeah, I saw that.
on
What's stopping me from going onto that land and installing Gmod, Gary's mod on it?
No, honestly, bro, if I end up buying virtual land, it will just be Gmod. It will just be the city of Gmod.
What if no one buys it? Like you spent $2 million on some virtual land
What?
and no one buys it.
I'll be there myself. I don't need nobody there.
But you spent $2 million. Someone said you could have just did that.
You could have just paid the game, nigga. It was
No,
$5 on
you
Steam.
could have just made a program.
Right.
Our great grandchildren are gonna be virtual.
They are.
Yeah.
They're gonna be pixelated creatures.
Now when people
this
start
is
giving
how
birth
all-
in the when
You
people
know,
start
this
giving
is how
birth.
all tomorrow starts, right? You know that, right? This is
No,
we're-
All Tomorrow started because a literal race of beings just messed with us. They're like, let's tinker with them.
Yo, sir, next time you come on, we gotta talk about SMPs or SCPs.
Oh yeah,
We didn't talk about
a spooky episode. Because some of them are freaky, bro.
Yeah, like the shit one that just shits if it looks at you and then it kills you.
Man, SCPs are great. I gotta get back into the video. Like the
I'd
fact
be too scared to watch them sometimes, bro.
What?
I'm not gonna lie.
Are you watching? Are you watching the ones that's like the animations?
No. Sometimes like I think the guy I watched, his voices was scary. I just be scared, bro. Because they be adding jump scares into his speech. I'm like,
Nah, don't be doing that.
He's like, it's behind you. I'm like, yo, what?
Oh, shit.
Like I'm looking up, and he talks like it's real. That's the thing. He talks as if it's just a real thing. It's not like a description. It's like a real thing.
I like the SCP. What's the indestructible lizard?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm not fighting that.
They were fucking dropping. They dropped it in a volcano and shit, and just walked out. I was like, nah.
Could you imagine that, bro? You just see on the news, it's not stopping. I'd be like, obviously, we weren't meant to inherit this earth.
This was not for us. Oh shit.
Wait, let me see what I'm grateful for this bag.
Come on now.
Walmart
Trying to
bag.
get that Walmart bag.
Imagine he's like actually talking about Walmart bags.
Bro, I'm trying to get the Walmart hat. Everyone has one, and yet no one has told me how to get it.
You ain't get one.
You gotta be level 4 to get it.
Bro, it's like the McDonald's. It's like the McDonald's flag.
You don't have enough.
McDonald's drip, bro. Actually, I'm not gonna. Nah. That's exclusive. Exclusive information.
We can't tell everybody about that.
Yeah, everybody can't know about McDonald's drip.
Bro, the fries on the sleeve.
Right,
The crinkle cut sleeves.
bro. The Sesame bandana. Are you kidding me, bro? McDonald's got some drip. I'm not gonna tell you how to get it, but
I know, because you can't just go on McDonald's.com. Nah, it's not.
it's definitely not that.
It's definitely convoluted for no reason.
Yo, tune in next week for when we have Sam Smith sing a exclusive new song on our podcast. I can't wait for you guys to hear it. It's gonna be great.
It's called "Fuck Them Niggers."
Stay tuned for Kendrick Lamar episode coming up pretty soon. We'll be having him on. He's gonna do a freestyle for us and talk. Yeah.
I was gonna say something.
Sterling, do you have anything you would like to promote at all, or anybody's business or something? We can just drop it in a link.
Hit the
follow my brother's SoundCloud when he makes it.
When he makes it, we'll drop it on this episode. So
yeah, we'll drop it.
Periodically check this episode.
Huh?
Come on here. He's getting on here. We gonna get him.
Yeah. He's wild. He's wild. I'd be listening to his Discord. They're a wild group of children, bro. Y'all thought we were wild?
Damn.
And he got girls on it, bro. That's how you know they're wild.
He be in the squirt rooms.
On that note, we will see you guys next week with another episode. I hope you enjoy the next 7 days of your life. I love you all. See you next week.
Bye.
And
have a beautiful night.
Good.
Bye.
Bye.
Speak high.